KOGO News Time, 8:12.
You might not want to be friends with your boss on Facebook, although there's research that shows you probably should be friends with your boss on Facebook. Well, there's a conundrum. But your supervisor and HR are very likely snooping through your social media.
Joining us on the KOGO News Live line is business coach Shontaye Hawkins. And Shontaye, we talked with someone yesterday who said to keep your boss and coworkers off your friends list. Okay, is this a good idea or not?
So can we be friends first, and I'll answer. Like, are we going to be friends on Facebook?
Sure,
absolutely.
no
if
problem.
I could get rid of my cat videos and sort of, try to stop embarrassing myself.
Here's the thing. Everybody's on social media right now in some way. I mean, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, it's everywhere, and everyone's jumping onto it. And here's the idea. Right, we have a social media page. It's my page. I should be able to put whatever I want. It's my private life. But that's not really the case anymore, because once it's online, it's online. So you might as well consider the fact that your boss is friending you or your HR representative is friending you is, you know what, you have a profile. I want to know what you're doing. Everyone else does. Everyone else knows what you're doing and what you're up to.
Now,
why can't I?
Let's just say it's too late. They're already there. So what do you need to not put on your feed ever?
None of those drunken photos, like from the weekend, those won't work. That's not going to be a good look. That's probably going to cost you your job right away. It's just really thinking about what are you posting and what are you sharing. Is it appropriate? Is it going to be something that is okay if you were talking to your boss, would you talk to them about that? The political season is going on. There's a lot of things, you got to be careful about what you're sharing and how it's going to be construed out there. Is it appropriate? Is it racist? What type of language are you using? Poor communication is one thing that you might lose your job for. If you're not spelling words correctly, like a small word like you, Y-O-U, and you're just kind of cutting it short and using the U, that might cost you your job.
Well, you know what's interesting, Shontaye, is your boss doesn't even have to be your friend to know what's going on, because at my last job, there was a guy who called in sick, posted pictures for Halloween that night. Everybody else sent the boss that Facebook post.
So they didn't like him.
Yeah, that's the thing is you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to, my boss isn't on Facebook, but how many of your coworkers have you connected with on Facebook, and is your Facebook page public? So if it's public, friends or not, I can pop on and look and see what you got going on.
Now, can you be fired for what you post on your personal page after work, after hours?
Well, I mean, the thing is that if it's offensive, if it's inappropriate, if it goes outside of what the company has outlined as their policies and procedures, what they deem as appropriate and inappropriate, then yes, absolutely you can. So, we've seen it. How many people have had to take down tweets and posts because they said something and they've lost their job as a result of it?
Oh, yeah. You remember there was a fast food worker who went off on a military person, and they did a post saying, "You think you're so special," and their boss was like, "Yeah, you're out." Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that kind of thing will get you in trouble because the boss doesn't want that kind of negative publicity on their company.
No, people.
You're representing the company. It's the company's reputation. You're an extension of that organization. So you may not agree with what the boss did, but it's what they, as an organization, what they value and believe in, and you work there.
Good advice. Business coach Shontaye Hawkins joining us this morning on the KOGO News Live line. Just people watch what you post online.